to everybody involved with DreamCon. Shout out to everybody in the planning of DreamCon. Shout out to everybody who went to DreamCon. All booths, all exhibits, right? All merch people, operators, like all of y'all, like everybody who took part in DreamCon 2023 to help make that experience a real deal experience. We had 20,000 people alone at the Austin Convention Center. Do you know how crazy that is? I didn't even know you could get up to that. So with that being said, everybody who was involved in DreamCon, big shout outs, big ups. This kind of feels like an episode one. I don't know why, because I don't know if it's because of the look. Now this time around I have more light hitting me directly, right? Y'all can see the little squint in my eyes, right? I have a little bit more light hitting me directly, so maybe that's what it is. Let me see if I can move this camera closer without it. Ew. Yo, iPhone, why you farting? Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Look, DreamCon weekend just ended for your boy. By the time this comes out, it's Monday, right? DreamCon weekend just ended for your boy. And man, what an experience. Seriously, what an experience. I'm gonna deliberate in this here episode. This is episode 21, all right? 21, right? 21. Can you do something for me? No, I'm just playing. But no, like seriously, I'm gonna deliberate more on DreamCon weekend in this episode. But to just kick it off, welcome back to another episode of the Your Story podcast with yours truly, Rodney J. Salter. Cue the whole applause track. Oh Lord, thank you, thank you. Yeah, welcome back. If you're watching this, right, if you're able to see the light bounce and hit me from every which angle, that means you're on YouTube. And with that being said, go ahead, do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe, and the bell as well. That way you know when I'm uploading more episodes. Trying to get some more people involved in the telling of the stories, and so with that being said, if you are only listening to me, you can't see my good looking face, and you're only listening to the sultry sounds of my soothing voice, that means you're on Spotify. And with that being said, if you're on Spotify, go ahead and hit that follow button, hit the bell as well. Leave a rating. 5 stars is preferable, but whatever you got to say, as long as you say it with tu corazón, I just got to accept it as law. So there's not much I can do at that point. But again, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for allowing me to take up your lunch break, your morning ritual, your after work ritual. You feel me? You're at the gym and you just needed, I don't know, something else to do, right? The gym music wasn't cutting it. Look, I understand. Sometimes the gym music don't be cutting it. That elevator music that they be playing in the gym, that 90s hip hop or 90s pop music that they be playing in the gym, sometimes it don't be cutting it. I get it. Sometimes you forgot your headphones and the gym music ain't cutting it. Sometimes your headphones died and the gym music ain't cutting it. I don't know. Whatever the case may be. Thank you for allowing me to take up your time for this next 45 plus minutes, however long we wrap this episode. But with that being said, we're going to kick it off. Like I said, DreamCon has ended, and it was no doubt one of the best. If you weren't at DreamCon 2023 this weekend, shout out to RDC World, shout out to all DreamCon staff and production and sponsors. You feel me? Shout out to everybody involved with DreamCon. Shout out to everybody in the planning of DreamCon. Shout out to everybody who went to DreamCon. All booths, all exhibits, right? All merch people, operators, like all of y'all, like everybody who took part in DreamCon 2023 to help make that experience a real deal experience. We had 20,000 people alone at the Austin Convention Center. Do you know how crazy that is? I didn't even know you could get up to that. So with that being said, everybody who was involved in DreamCon, big shout outs, big ups, because y'all really like did an amazing job. Of course, with it being, I don't want to say with it being like because of black people, but like it was just it was a whole bunch of black people, whole bunch of beautiful black people. Shout out to my people for real. A whole bunch of we really like showed up and showed out. You feel me? But also the convention didn't come without some lackluster moments. But that's not what I'm here for, right? I'm here for, excuse me, the highlights, right? The highlights, the high life. And with that being said, like, look, DreamCon was a experience. It was my first ever DreamCon. Look, before it was in Arlington, couldn't make it. Couldn't make it. It was in Waco, I believe. Couldn't make it. But this time around, I said, you know what? Look, it's in the city that I'm currently in. It's not too far. I know the venue. I'm there, right? Tickets were reasonable. I would have went regardless if they were or not. But I was like, look, I have to go. I have to go. And so I went. It was at the Austin Convention Center. And boy, did I have a time. I've never seen so many black people in my life. I didn't go to a HBCU. All right. I went to a PWI, predominantly white institute. I didn't go to no goddamn HBCU. I grew up in Dallas, right? My people are from Austin. So in my bubble of influence, 20,000 plus black people, I I couldn't even put that number to my head. It was so many black people there, and I loved every second of that because it's like I said, we really showed up and showed out. And so if a little background on DreamCon, if you don't know, I'm assuming a lot of people don't know because I had a lot of people like when I was posting it, they was like, "Yo, what's this? What is it? What is this?" And I'm like, "Bro, it's just the convention. It's the convention to be at." Um, but anyways, DreamCon is basically it's an anime and gaming convention for the black community, right? Um, hosted by or put together by RDC World. Now, if you don't know who RDC World is, if you don't know who RDC World is, where have you been at on YouTube? Like, where have you really been at when it comes to the internet, bro? Like, what? Anyways, RDC World, Supreme James, Mark, Ben, John, Dylan, Af, John. I said John already. Desmond, Leland, like Group of Six comedy sketch group, hilarious guys on the YouTube space. They're like running it as far as I can tell, right? They're like running the YouTube space, as far as like comedy sketch group and anime sketch comes out. So check them out, RDC World One on YouTube. Big shout out to y'all again. But yeah, DreamCon is basically an anime and gaming convention, anime, gaming, cosplay, all of that stuff. Like anything involved with like the anime and gaming community, right? And then, like I said, aimed at the black community, right? But obviously, people of all backgrounds are welcome because that's one thing black people are accepting. Come as you are. Come as you are into the kingdom of God. We'll sit you right here. So it's like I talk to people from all different backgrounds. But like I said, so many black people, right? And they had that shit on, boy. Them cosplays, I was a little jealous because all I have, if you've seen past episodes, all I had was my Akatsuki cloak and my straw hat. That's it. And my little Chinese man fisherman hat. That's it. That's all I had. I had the hat from the rice patties, and I had my Nagatsuki cloak. Like, I didn't have much, right? I didn't really have a cosplay to put on because my cosplay, I was thinking more about Halloween, right? Um, but they had that shit on. I saw some. Obviously, you got your Naruto, right? You got your Naruto cosplays, but I saw some dope Demon Slayer cosplays. I saw some dope Inosuke, right? I saw some dope Hashiras out there. So there's a lot of people who wanted to be the Tengen, the sound Hashira, right? I even saw some of the demons. There was one chick I saw who was Daki. By the way, big shout out to the women. Y'all look good. I'm sorry if I peeked in your microphone. Y'all looked amazing. Amazing. Some of y'all was, bro. I was like I said, ain't seen that many beautiful black people in my life. Y'all really like showed up and showed out. But to get more into the experience, right? So the people that I went to see, right, were some bros, right? There were some bros. There's RDC. There's AMP, right? And then there's other YouTubers. Your Rage, Corey Kenshin came out. Corey Kenshin. Back shout out to Corey Kenshin. Caleb City, King Vader, right? And then some other YouTubers in the other content creators in the space came out as well. Big shout out to everybody, all the content creators who came out. I think I saw Kalani, not Kaylani, not the artist, but Kalani. I think she's on TikTok. Some more anime influencers came out as well. But Jazz and Dwayne, like they all came out. So it's like to see that many like black YouTubers, right? In live and living color to really, and I even got to meet some of them face to face, right? I got to meet Hickson. I took a picture with him. And so to meet and see that many black YouTubers, the people that I usually just like you watch on the screen, like you can only reach out and touch them so much, but to like be in the same space as them, right? And be able to take those pictures and be able to talk with them, and because at the end of the day, they're regular people like us, regular people who like the same, or similar stuff as you, and it's like to be able to just chop it up with them, party with them, you feel me, have fun with them, laugh with them, yell with them, get hype with them, like it was such an electrifying experience. Like you, you can only you can only tell by being there. And like that's why I'm like, yo, if you didn't go to DreamCon this year or previous years, put it on your I-10. Put it on your itinerary, bro, because like I feel like if you're a black either influencer, anime fan, gaming fan, whatever the case may be, you gotta attend DreamCon. It needs to be on your I-10. Put it on your I-10. All right, that's the new phrase. Put it on your I-10, because there's like if it really felt safe to be who you are, right? To be black, because I feel like black people got to have this rap where we have to be suave. We have to like look at I'm chilling back. Like you have to be suave and you have to be cool, and you can't nerd out about nothing. You got to be just like blasé about everything. Like you got to have just swag 100% of the time. Nah, man. I was talking to people who I would have never thought. Well, I mean, not never thought, but like I was hearing conversations and talking to people who I'm like, yo, in reality, y'all really just like me. Y'all nerd out about the same stuff. We geek out about the same stuff, right? And we kick back like, and they was just in the element, and that's really what it's about. It's a safe space for you to just be you and be in your element with other people who operate in the same way, and it's no judgment, bro. I mean, it's judgment if you stink. Don't be stinking. But like, other than that, it's no judgment. Be who you are, bro. In the entirety of the phrase, be who you are. Dream it, think it, believe it. Like, it's literally a place where, like, there's no new idea under the sun, but you can meet people and rap sheet it, you feel me, and like bounce ideas off each other. Like, it's really a place where black people, other POCs, whatever the case may be, can really just coexist, you feel me, and in a space where it's like safe to do so. No judgment. Like I said, people were cosplaying out the ass. They were out, showing out, putting on cosplays I didn't even know existed. I saw somebody come in as a samurai. Like, people were people were really doing the thing. And I'm like, bro, the fact that there are so many people, there were more people in cosplay than out of cosplay. Like, that's the thing, that there were more people who dressed up than who didn't. The people who came in wearing regular clothes look more out of place than the people who, so it's like, and they were black, so it's like it made more sense, right? And what was beautiful to me was that it felt safer and more accepting, and it just looked better aesthetically to just literally come in a cosplay and come play dress up. Let's come play make believe for the weekend. You feel me? Let's come let's dress up as the people we can only see on the TV screen. That's what was beautiful to me. Another thing is, like, look, they had a whole bunch of sporting events, a whole bunch of gaming events. Those atmospheres, I got to welcome in DreamCon, right? I got to welcome in all the YouTubers that came into the space. I got to welcome in the entire community of people that attended DreamCon. Like, I got to, like, the opening ceremony, I got to be a part of that, right? What I did miss out on is the meet and greets. All right, I didn't get to see Tony. I didn't get to see Cleo. Tony from TikTok. Tony Statochi. I don't know how to pronounce bro's name, um, last name, but I didn't get to meet him. I didn't get to meet Cleo Thomas. I didn't get to meet RDC. That was reserved for mainly platinum gold. I didn't get to meet a lot of the people that I actually set out on for DreamCon. Like, I didn't get to meet Berleezy. Still hurt. Still hurt about that one. Still hurt about that one. Or like any of the Bros, Krista, Dante, Joe, PG, Poised, Rico. None of them. I didn't get to meet none of them. So still pretty cut up about that one. But there's always next year. There's always next year. I got to see them. Right. I got to see them, and I got to actually lay eyes on them live and live in color. And that's the thing. that's like, I understand why people like concerts now, because I'm like, it's a very surreal moment. It's like this the medium that I usually indulge in your content, like, whether it be, on Spotify, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on, whatever the case may be, right? The medium that you usually indulge in, these artists and stuff like that, and these influencers, when you see them live and live in color, and you realize, like, for me it's different, right? If you go to a concert and you go see an artist, like, there was a Lil Baby concert on Friday, right? You go to an artist concert, it's like, well, you kind of know what you're getting. A song, you're not really getting to meet these people. They're just putting on a performance, right? Which is cool. But for me, I'm like, yo, this is, I not only get to see you, right? I not only get to see how you are on the screen, but I also get to see how you are in real life. And I'm like, the disconnect isn't there. You're like you're literally like how you are it on the screen. You're exactly like that in real life. And being able to witness that and experience that, I was like, wow, I see why people go to concerts. I see why people go to conventions. I see why people, like, go hard for their idols, because it's just like, to be able to experience that and see that, you can't, like, you just can't replicate it, bro. You can't replicate that moment. Like, you can try your hardest, but I feel like you have to have it, bro. And also, that was the first time I've been out like in a space like that in years. I don't leave these four walls for real. Except to go to work and to go work out and to occasionally go and touch grass. I don't leave these four walls for real. So the fact that I even got out, I was very very proud of myself. If for people, because Corey was like, "Yo, I don't leave my house. I don't go nowhere." Corey Kenshin, a YouTuber, a famous YouTuber at that, was like, I don't do this." And to be honest, I don't. But that's another thing. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I don't judge him for that. But I also resonate with that. It's like the to see these people and realize that they're more than what they put on screen is what is the best. It honestly was the highlight of one of the highlights, I guess, of the convention, is to be able to see the people that I watch on screen, meet the people that I watch on screen, and be like, wow, y'all are really dope individuals, and it's not, none of this is a facade. How they say, some people, they're like, yo, you should never meet your idols. Personally, I don't have idols. I don't put nobody on nobody's pedestal, but there's people I like to meet more than others. But yeah, people are like, oh, don't meet your idols. They're never how they. I'm happy to say that the people that I hold in high regard in my life, they are dope individuals, both on screen and off screen. And with that being said, shout out to the YouTubers who came out. Shout out to all the influencers that came out. But like I said, to get even deeper into the experience, I will go on a whim and say this: look, meeting people, aside from meeting the influencers, right? Meeting regular people, meeting everyday people, meeting the citizens of the world, I might have to stop that, because I caught myself in a little tizzy. I met this very dope, very cool, very amazing individual. Um, and over the weekend, I met a lot of people actually. But I actually spent time, right, with this very dope individual over the weekend, and she flew home today. And she flew home today. And with that being said, I'm not meeting nobody else. With that being said, I'm not meeting nobody else. No, I'm totally kidding. But no, for that was a stark reminder. Let me say this: if you are the type to get into situationships, flings, right, little one-off uh relationships, whatever the case may be, stop while you ahead. Stop while you ahead, please. That's like it. It hurt. I'm not even gonna cap to you. It hurt. It stung a little bit. I was like, dang, because to meet these people, like I said, to meet individuals who are like minded, um, like the same stuff as you, are able to hold a conversation with you, who can. You already got the fact that they anime and game out the way, right? You already broke the ice with the fact that they like anime like you, and they like gaming like you. You don't meet a lot of. Let me put this on the. You're not gonna run into a lot of people who like the same stuff as you. So the simple fact that they put everybody in the convention who like roughly the same stuff, cool. But yeah, so dope individual. But yeah, if you're into situations, no, stop while you ahead. I personally don't understand how people can be like, I'm gonna meet this person, and I'm a no, miss me with all that. But yeah. So with that being said, like, of the people that I met, she definitely left the biggest. Excuse me. She definitely left the biggest mark. But she helped make this weekend enjoyable, right? She actually was a platinum member, and so I kind of mooshed off her a little bit, got into some more places, but to actually help make this weekend more enjoyable. Because again, I went to DreamCon by myself, right? Solo dolo tip. So I'm just here to take in the scenery, right? I'm just here to take in the experience. I wasn't expecting nothing from nobody, but it just goes to show one, it goes to show two things actually. First one, closed mouths won't get fed. You feel me? Talk. If you if you are one of those people, right? And this is more on a relationship tip, right? If you're one of those people who's like, I don't want to talk to nobody, I don't want to chase nobody, I don't want to, I have social anxiety. I do have social anxiety, but I attribute everything to not even necessarily riding a bike. I attribute everything to walking. You don't remember the first steps you took, but you had to start somewhere, right? And so it's like you may not remember what first steps you took when you were little, but you know that you took them. Yes, you may have had help, but you know that you at least took those initial steps to then build up the motor functions to start walking. And I attribute everything to that when it comes to talking to women, when it comes to networking with other people, right? When it comes to talking, making new friends, when it comes to learning a new skill, right? Podcasting, guitar playing, whatever, videography, whatever the case may be, when it comes to learning anything new, I attribute it all to those first couple of steps when I was, I don't know, a year old, a year to 2 years old, and I was learning to walk. You feel me? Like, you had to take those first few steps without assistance too. Like I'm pretty sure all my parents did was help me stand. I had to learn to walk by myself, Um, so it's like you got to but you have to take that leap. And so with that being said, if you feel like you have social anxiety, I do this because I have social anxiety, right? I talk to myself because I have social, like, do this, right? Get comfortable with the act of talking, right? And then what I do, right, is I just force myself into situations where I ain't got no choice but to talk, right? I can, and don't get me wrong, yeah, I can go hours without saying a peep. You feel me? I can be in a whole venue and not say nothing. That first day, I'm surprised. I'm surprised I say anything in the first hour when I got there. But with that being said, like, do something that forces you to get out of your comfort zone, and then just keep doing it. If you like it enough, keep doing it. Or if you're like, hey, I don't necessarily like this, but I like the fact that it got me out of my comfort zone, do something else that gets you out your comfort zone. The goal should be to challenge yourself, right? But with that being said, right, on a relationship tip, talk to her, bro. Talk to him, girl. Like, speak. Closed mouths don't get fed, and you never gonna know unless you try, right? You never gonna know. And so that's what I did, right? Well, that's technically she talked to me, but that's what I did, right? I spoke, right? And I ended up meeting. I spoke to a lot of people, and I ended up meeting some very great individuals because of that, right? Spending time with, or hanging out with a lot of dope people, right? Getting to a lot of different venues or different, events because of the fact that I just spoke, you know. And I ended up opening a door that I didn't even know was there, right? Because of the fact that I just spoke, you know? And so with that being said, I know I keep saying with that being said, but there's a lot to say. Um, I'm very happy that I went to DreamCon. I'm extremely content with what that experience brought me. It brought me new connections, right? It brought me new feelings, I guess. Because like I said, it's I don't usually talk to people, so it brought me new feelings, new experiences, right? And then it also gave me hope, right, for the present. It gave me hope for the future. In the coming, look, it taught me. I walked away with some gems, because had I just had an experience of cosplay and meeting people, I would have wrote this whole thing off, right? But my goal, my mission wasn't just to come out there and see people. It was also to learn some stuff, right? Because of the fact that I want to be a content creator, they have content geared exposés, I guess you can call them. And they're not expose, but like content created, content engineered, content creation like engineered panels. That's what they're called. Couldn't think of the word. Um, and so I took some gems from some people, right? And so with that being said, look, consistency is key. Um, Content is obviously key, and then just keeping that motivation. Keep the motivation. Here's the thing about life, right? And going to the gym, doing anything is a stark reminder that motivation is a very fleeting feeling. Um, but yeah, the motivation might die down. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, there's no point in even trying to play this whole facade of like, oh, keep the motivation. Motivation is bull. Motivation gets you in the door. Quite literally. Motivation gets you in the door. It gets you it puts the reminder in your head, right? That's what I feel like the motivation really just puts the idea in your head, right? It doesn't really help when it comes to keeping the pace. Discipline helps with that, right? Having a schedule, having a plan, those things really help when it comes to whether you want to whether I want to learn a guitar, right? Whether I want to learn Tennessee whiskey by next month, or whether I want to learn it by next year. That all depends on how disciplined I am when it comes to learning this stuff. Whether I want to make a killing on YouTube and Spotify, that all is determined by how disciplined I am, right? Yes, there's luck involved. Luck, but somebody said, I read somewhere online, luck, and I saw on Blue Lock, right? Luck is when opportunity meets preparation. You can have all the luck in the world, but if you are not prepared to accept it, and if you are not prepared to accept it, it's wasted on you, right? It's wasted on you. God has a tendency to open doors that no man can shut and fill cups. But if your cup is doing this, right, instead of this, you're not getting nothing. When you go to the sink, you don't go to the sink with the bottom of the cup. You go with the opening because you need to fill it. You feel me? And so that's what and you have to be prepared for the blessing. And so I'm trying to get into the mindset. I'm working to get it really reinvigorated, the mindset of, you just got to go hard, bro. You gotta keep at it. That's what they were like. All the people on the panels, they were like, yo, I met Keats off TikTok. Like, he was just like, bro, just keep at it. Look, man, there's no secret sauce. There's no nothing to this. There's no rhyme or reason to this. It's just, if you keep at it, and here's the thing. Here's the also other stark reminder of reality, bro. The other stark reminder of reality is that sometimes it just don't work out. Sometimes it just don't work out. Sometimes it just don't. But hopefully you take something away from that. Sometimes it just, you keep at it, for this long, and it don't work out. But I like to say, you know, if you believe in it wholeheartedly, almost to the point of obsession, then eventually, right, people will rally behind that belief, right? I feel like I've only been in situations, right? Not because I deserve to be there, right? Not because I knew what I was doing, but simply because I had the belief in my confidence and the belief in myself, and other people just rallied, right? Be, literally, because of the fact that I believed that I belonged, other people fell in line and they rallied behind that. And that I like to pride myself on. Hey, if you have a vision that I can rally behind, you say whatever. I mean, you can't say whatever, but like, like if you have a vision that I can rally behind, then I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. That's how I came. That's how Berlizzi came into the fold. That's how RDC came into the fold. It's like they had a vision, right? Or they it wasn't just about like what got me involved into their world, I guess you could say, wasn't necessarily the content. Yeah, their stuff was funny, right? But that's not what kept me as a fan. It's the vision that they laid plain on the YouTube space. That's what I rally behind. And so it's like if you have a vision and you believe in that almost to the point of obsession, the people rally. The people will always rally behind that. Look, I know, controversial take. Hitler was an evil person, but he had a vision, and people obviously rallied. So it's like let's not play like real life ain't real life. If you speak it loudly enough, you can be loud and wrong. Trust me, you can be loud and wrong. In this day and age, people gonna call you on it, but you can still be loud and wrong, and people will still like it up. That's just how the world is. You be loud and wrong as hell, and people still rally. People still rally behind it. So I'm just saying, have that confidence in yourself. Have that belief almost to the like if you be obsessed with your craft, be obsessed with what you do and what you put forth. And this is me speaking to whoever's watching, but this is also speaking to me as well. Because this is I like to preach to the choir, and I'm a one man choir. You feel me? I can't really sing like that, but I'm a one man choir, and so these are the words that I wish somebody would have told me when I was coming up. When I was coming up, when I needed, the belief, when I needed the self esteem booster. So, with that being said, believe in yourself, believe in your sauce always. Believe in yourself, but your sauce always. Be obsessed with and whatever it takes for you to get to that point, do it. For me, it's learning new skills, because every day, every time that I learn something that I didn't think I could do, it helps me realize, oh, you really that nigga. You are really that nigga, and you are really like talented. Talented. And so yeah, believe in your sauce. But with that being said, I'm DreamCon just invigorate that motivation, that discipline, that consistency within myself. It really helped open my eyes to, like, not even necessarily 9 to 5, but like it just helped open my eyes to, like, yo, the space that I want to be involved in, right? Living my life for a living, the space that I want to be involved in, bro. There's no time. For me especially, and for people who are like me, there's no time like the present. Yes, there is risk. There's always risk. There's When you're making a bet, that's all life really is, bro. Is making a bet, and who you who better to bet on than yourself, right? Who better to bet on than yourself? Put Stake your entire claim on you, and then obsess about it. It's gonna work out. It almost has to work out, because if you've put all the ducks in the row and then you said, I'm making this bet, boom, it works out. Life does have a way of throwing little bullshit ass curveballs. Be that as it may, it works out. I wholeheartedly believe that Lady Luck Lady, whatever, if she, I wholeheartedly believe that Lady Luck smiles on those who are prepared to accept. So I'm going to put myself in a position to where when it's time for Lady Luck to smile on me, when it's my turn, I'm prepared. Stay like social media will always get you trapped in, and that's the other thing. Social media will get you in this funk of like, oh, if I'm not here, I'm not. Man, start small time. Start down here, because when you're skyrockets, you're gonna look back and miss the days where it was just you in front of a screen, bro. You're gonna miss those days where it was just you, or just you and your homies, and y'all were just kicking it, chatting it up, whatever the case may be. Doing, y'all was just out there living life, right? Not having a care in the world before everything, took off, right? Because I always wonder, when these YouTubers, or when these content creators, or even these big name people, right? You're the Warren Buffetts of the world, the Elon Musks of the world, the big people, right? I always wonder if they look back on their lives, and they're just like, man, I miss the good old days. I wish someone would have told us we were in the good days, right? Before they passed. I wish somebody would have captured that moment, right? And told us, hey, cherish this. You feel me? Because once it's gone, it quite literally is gone, and you'll never be able to recreate this. I wish somebody told us we were in the good days when we were living them. I really do. Um, but I'm gonna get off my soapbox. I'm gonna get off my soapbox. DreamCon 2024. I am so there. I'm so there. And I'm spending a bag. All right. I only got the hat this time. It's a snapback. I don't really do snapbacks like that, but I had to get something. I only did the snapback this time, and obviously the weekend pass. But next time, when I tell you merch, I'm about to do a haul. Next time I'm doing a haul. Like, y'all gonna be like, yo, what did he get? What all did he get? And it's not gonna stop. So they had swords, they had posters, they had placards, they had plushies, clothes, obviously, like they had pins, they had PlayStation covers and PC rigs, and they had so much. They had so much. They had I love my people, man. They had a electric slide in the exhibit hall. They had a little electric slide moment in there. I love my people, bro. Shout out to every black person on the planet. Some of y'all not cool though. I'm just gonna be real honest. Some of y'all just, like, y'all not cool for real. Like, y'all really, like, make me question, like, who raised you. Cause, like, support the fellow man, bro. Like, real talk. Like, some of y'all really, like, y'all just Uncle Ruckus in and out. But like fix that, bro. Who raised you for real? But nah, for real. Like, shout out to everybody who went to DreamCon, bro, and who helped make that experience one for the books. Real talk, man. Y'all deserve it all, bro. If you learned something from, I hope everybody who attended DreamCon learn something, right? Learn something, was able to take some nuggets from it, was able to take some wisdom. I understand content creation isn't for everybody. Look, I'm still trying to find I'm still trying to poke and prod at the vein that it is for me, right? I understand that, right? And sometimes I'm over here trying to put everybody in front of a camera, but I also realize some people just aren't like that. Some people just they that's not what's in their bag. Like I said, if it's not in your bag, don't reach into it. Um, but with that being said, for the final time, thank you, RDC World. Thank you, DreamCon. Thank you, Some Bros. Thank you, everybody who showed up. Y'all really helped make my first DreamCon experience, one to remember, right? And like y'all said in the closing ceremony, it's only up from here, right? It's only up from here. And I wholeheartedly believe that. Look, y'all went from 6,000 in Arlington, 6,000 people in Arlington to 22,000 plus people in Austin, right? At the convention center. An exponential growth, which is another reason why I'm so motivated, because I'm like, wow, y'all started at like 500 people. Y'all started at a gymnasium size of people to this. God did, quite literally, God did. And so big ups to y'all. Big ups to y'all. I have nothing more to say. I have nothing more to say. DreamCon 2024, I'm there. But if you made it to the end of this video, thank you for joining me in another episode of the Your Story podcast. This has been episode 21, the DreamCon experience with your boy Rodney J. Salter. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for allowing me to take up your lunch break, your after lunch break, your after school, after work, before work, whatever the case may be, gym dates, whatever the case may be. Thank you for letting me take up your time, chat your ear off about my experience. There will be more to come. I'm still trying to. I'm. There's more to come, right? Like I said, there's more to come. But if you're on the YouTube, go ahead, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell. Always hit the bell, and definitely subscribe. You don't like the video, as I guess, but at least subscribe. That's all I ask. Just subscribe, hit the bell if you want. If you're on Spotify, listen to the smooth, sultry sounds of my voice. Uh, Hit that follow button, hit that bell, leave a rating. 5 stars preferable, but whatever you gotta say it with your corazon, because you know I am. And yeah, I don't really have nothing else for y'all for real. Just take care of yourself. Um, Make some new experiences. Live your life. Peace.